Good afternoon, this is Nicholas from Gandor Gaming, and finally we got the brand new starter decks from 15 to 20 in the brand new One Piece collection of October. So if you don't know, the brand new starter decks are out. It goes Whitebeard, Uta, Dolphy, Purple Luffy, Smoker, and then of course Whitebeard. And yeah, we're going to go in order and opening these and showing you the benefits of buying each color, which ones you get, which ones help which deck, and go from there. So we're starting off with Whitebeard because he is the red leader of the deck, and then we'll go on with the other leaders. So let's get straight into this. So first things first, when you do buy these, it comes with this really amazing box. You do need to buy 2 of these to complete a deck. Now, I will say, even the best of these structure decks, which I think the best one's blue, you still need to buy cards outside the starter decks in order to make the deck absolutely meta competitive. Because even though these cards come with a lot of really good stuff, I do think that when it comes to like the cards that don't come in the boxes, each one still needs a couple of cards that are just outside of the boxes. But it's overall still really, really good. I think the best 2 you should buy are definitely these 3, and maybe even the yellow one. But overall, these cards are really, really strong. Let's get straight into this. So first things first, Whitebeard. This is new support for 3 new leaders. This is support for, well, technically any red deck, but mostly it's support for Whitebeard himself. And it's also support for Marco, the new blue-red leader, and support for our lovely, lovely red ace leader, which is really, really cool. So this is support for 3 new leaders, and technically you can play it in any color that is red, but mostly these cards will be supporting lovely, lovely Whitebeard pirate leaders that are the red typing. So keep that in mind. So yeah, let's get straight into this. So first things first, we get a alt art of the leader. This is Edward Newgate, and he is a 6 life leader, 6 violence and attack that says during the end phase of your turn, add 1 top of your life to your hand. It's a really, really strong effect. So basically, he's a 6k leader all the time with 6 life, which is actually the most life any leader can have in this game, unless you're playing yellow and you like use 10 big moms or something. But basically, this card literally reads, hey, I'm a 6 life leader, and I'm 6k attack always. And yes, I'm losing a life every turn, which is makes sense because Edward Newgate's sick as like the character himself. So even though he's the strongest character in the game, he is constantly losing life, and he is the red attributes. So he's a very aggro leader. He's also 4 Emperors and Whitebeard Pirates. Came out in OP08, and he's been pretty meta ever since. When it comes to the new cards, we got this brand new Edward Newgate. One of the reasons why you have to buy 2 structure decks is it only gives you 2 each. You're going to need 4 if you're going to play this strategy. This card's basically the red version of Jack. If you don't know, we just got a black Jack card from the Hannibal Beast Pirates in OP08. This card basically does the same thing. He's a 7 cost 8k. On play, you can give 1 rested dawn to one of your leaders or characters, and then activate main rest this character, KO to one of your opponent's characters with 5,000 or less. Really, really strong effect. Out of all the cards, this is probably the most generic that probably might see play in other red decks, but mostly this card's will be seen in Whitebeard decks, which is really, really strong. Speaking about Whitebeard decks, we got the brand new Porcus the Ace. This is basically our new Monkey D. Luffy for the archetype. Basically, if your leader is Whitebeard Pirates, this card gains Rush. And then if this character will be removed from field by your opponent's card effects, you may give this character minus 2,000 power instead. Really, really strong card. Really great for Ace himself. And just a fantastic card in general. Next, when it talks about the new cards, we got 4 Atmos. This card's really, really good for just specifically Whitebeard. I don't think it'll be playing in any other deck besides that. But this card basically says, hey, when attacking, if your leader is Edward Newgate, you can't add life from your deck during the end phase of this turn, which is really, really strong. So basically, the only downside to Whitebeard is that he's constantly losing life. So after 6 turns of you playing, especially if you go first, you will be down to 0 life unless you have ways to stop it. Atmos is a new way to stop that card. Next, we have King Drew. This is a new body for the deck. He's another 3 of, and he's actually pretty solid. He's a blocker. And it says during your opponent's turn, when this character will be KO'd by battle, up to one of your leaders gain 2,000 power during this turn. That's actually kind of insane. So basically, not only is he a block, But when he dies, he's going to give your leader 2,000 power. You're already a 6k leader if you're playing, of course, Whitebeard. Thus, you'll be an 8k leader for the rest of the turn, which is kind of disgusting. So they better have non-removal that KOs to get rid of this card. Next, we have Thatch. This is a new 2k for the deck. This card is absolutely insane. If your leader is Whitebeard Pirates, hey, yo. Oh, you only get 2 Thatch. My bad. Thatch says, hey, if your leader is Whitebeard Pirates, give one of your opponent's characters minus 2,000 power. Then you add a card from the top of your life to your hand. Basically saying, hey, I'm basically a searchable Otama for the Whitebeard Pirates now. But sadly, you are going to lose a life to do it. So keep that in mind. So even though I'm more searchable and more generic, I do cost you a life. So keep that in mind. Either way, it's just a really good one cost 2k, and it's still a great card. Next, we get 4 Jozu. This is just another really good 2k that if you put 1 Dawn on him, he gains Rush. Really strong card. Of course, we also get 4 Marco. This is one of the best blockers in the game. Basically, if you have 2 or less life as your leader, when this card would die or be KO'd, you trash 1 card from hand instead and play it out rested. So that's a non-once a turn reborn when this character dies. Next we get a brand new, actually I don't know if this is brand new, this is a Renko. All your characters type, including Whitebeard Pirates, gain 1,000 power when a Dawn's attached to them. I don't think this is new, I think this is an older card. That's it for the monsters coming this set. Actually no, there's still more, my bad. Next we get You May Be a Fool, but I Still Love You. It's a brand new spell. Oh, this is not brand new, my bad. This is an old spell. Basically, activate main. If you have 3 or less life, you can't add life to the rest of the tech during this turn. No one's going to be playing this card, but it's still decent. Next, we're playing 4 Isho. Isho's insane. Basically saying, hey, I'm a Whitebeard Surger. Really solid card. We also get a Vanilla, which is pretty cool. This is Speed Jill. Speed Jill. We get another Vanilla in the form of Namor, or Nami, or Nuru. We get Hatu, which actually is seen play in some Zoro lists. This card literally says, once a turn, give 1 rested on to your leader or character, which is not bad. We get a blocker in the form of Fusa, which is pretty decent. And then finally, we get Tendon, which is pretty cool. The structure deck usually also comes with a pack. Now, the ones I bought did not come with a pack because it's a lot cheaper that way. But overall, this is what it comes with 1 starter deck. The main ones you want to get are these cards, especially if you're trying to build Whitebeard. The newer cards are very, very fantastic. As it comes to reprints, it's nice that they reprinted Isho. It's nice that they reprinted Jozu. It's nice that they reprinted Marco. Now, I'll be honest, these cards weren't already expensive, but it's nice to have a common reprint of them. Overall, I'm really happy with this structure deck. I don't like that they printed out vanillas, but what can you do? Overall, I'm really happy with the results. I think it's a really cool deck. I think Whitebeard will be meta again with these new supports. So keep that in mind as a really strong competitive leader in going forward. And yeah, that's it for the red deck opening. Later today, I'll be posting a green deck opening and then going from each color from there. So I really hope you all enjoy. Don't do anything stupid. See you on the next one, and bye-bye.